fun, so many good songs. And I've become that mom where I'm like sitting around with friends and I start singing like, Tyrannosaurus, that's the chorus, Tyrannosaurus. I was like, what am I singing? Oh my gosh, I'm singing Storybook. I'm singing Storybooks. I am not singing Beyonce in that.
Things have taken a strange and unexpected turn in the ongoing saga of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. A woman known only by the initials DL has stepped forward with a jaw-dropping claim. She says she is the real birth mother of Harry and Meghan's children, Archie and Lilibet. Not a donor or anonymous surrogate, she claims to have carried and delivered both children herself. And she says she's done staying silent. According to DL, she was promised privacy and compensation, but instead, she was erased from the story completely. Now, she's revealing documents, hospital records, financial papers, and signed non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, from as early as 2018. And unlike many anonymous accusers, she's not hiding. DL has shown her face, spoken calmly in interviews, and seems prepared for what's to come. This revelation is causing massive waves, especially because rumors about Meghan's pregnancies have been floating around for years. Videos that once circulated online showing Meghan's baby bump folding or changing size were called conspiracy theories at the time. But those same clips are now getting millions of views again as people reconsider them in light of DL's claims. If what DL is saying is true, this story isn't just about Meghan faking a pregnancy for media attention. It's about the royal bloodline, the line of succession, and whether the public was misled on something as serious as royal births. The situation raises massive legal and constitutional questions. Could two children have been presented to the world under false circumstances? If Harry knew about it and went along, he's not an innocent party, he's possibly a co-conspirator. Many are now revisiting how Archie's birth was originally announced. There was no hospital press conference, no traditional photo op outside a maternity ward like William and Kate had done. Instead, Harry appeared in a short, casual video standing near a stable, smiling and saying the baby had been born. No hospital name, no visible records. It all felt strangely informal. And now, many think it may have been carefully staged. Later came a strange issue with the birth certificate. Meghan's full legal name, Rachel Meghan Markle, was removed and replaced with her royal title, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. The palace called it a clerical correction. Meghan's team said it was done without her approval. But now some legal experts believe it might have been done to avoid creating legal problems, because listing Meghan as the biological mother might have been false. Even more surprising is the response, or lack of one. Meghan and Harry haven't denied DL's claims directly. There hasn't been a single press conference or strong public statement to shut her down. Instead, rumors suggest their lawyers are working overtime behind the scenes to manage the fallout. Some outlets say they've been threatened with lawsuits for even covering the story. But DL isn't intimidated. She has offered to take a DNA test, testify under oath, and release more documents, as long as it's handled by a neutral third party. According to DL, she was recruited by a California-based surrogacy agency and kept in near total isolation during both pregnancies. She claims Meghan's team controlled everything: her medical care, living arrangements, and even mental health support. But what they didn't control, she says, was how they treated her once the babies were born. She felt used and discarded, especially after suffering postpartum preeclampsia, a serious condition involving high blood pressure. That, she says, was her breaking point. DL claims she kept everything: appointment logs, messages, bank records, and signed contracts. And now, she's sharing those files with legal teams and journalists. According to insiders, mainstream news outlets, not just tabloids, are reviewing the story and weighing the legal risks of reporting more aggressively. Meanwhile, online communities are exploding with activity. People are reanalyzing old footage, especially a 2019 clip where Meghan bent down and her bump appeared to collapse. Back then, critics said it was just a wrinkle in her dress. Now, some say it looks very different. Insiders close to Harry say he's not doing well. Sources claim he's become anxious, angry, and withdrawn. One former aide said, "He's unraveling. He's caught in a lie he thought he could control." Another said Harry is now questioning whether Meghan's team told him the whole truth during their original arrangement. Meghan, on the other hand, has gone completely silent. No new posts, no interviews, no product launches. For someone used to controlling the story, her quietness is speaking volumes. Her PR firm hasn't issued a denial either. Sources say several of her business collaborations are being reviewed or quietly shelved. Their legal team has reportedly sent cease and desist letters to media outlets considering interviews with DL. But here's the twist. DL wants legal action. She says it will give her a chance to share everything in court. She's daring them to respond, and they're staying silent. This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. British constitutional experts are now weighing in. If the children were born via a surrogate and it wasn't disclosed, it could have serious implications. The monarchy requires clear and documented lineage for royal titles and succession. If that transparency is missing, the palace might be forced to step in. A former royal press secretary even said in an interview, "This would be a first. And if true, it could affect legitimacy and title rights. Surrogacy isn't illegal or shameful, but hiding it, especially at this level, could be seen as dishonest and dangerous." Sources say the pressure inside their Montecito home is intense. The couple is allegedly sleeping in separate rooms, barely talking, and surrounded by tension. Staff has been reduced, and the once peaceful mansion is now described as a battleground of whispered arguments and frantic legal planning. Meghan, reports say, is now focusing all her energy on saving her business empire, which includes skincare, wine, and lifestyle products. But many sponsors are backing away. One insider said, "No brand wants to be caught in the middle of a PR firestorm." Legal experts believe the media storm is only going to grow. At least 2 major US networks have already filmed interviews with DL. They're just waiting for legal clearance to air them. Once those go public, the story could change completely. What shocks people most is the lack of a strong denial. Meghan has responded to many accusations in the past, often quickly and forcefully. She's sued tabloids, issued statements, and even spoken about her mental health struggles in public. But this time, nothing. That silence is creating a vacuum, and that vacuum is being filled by speculation, doubt, and mistrust. The royal institution, which had largely stayed out of the Sussex drama, is reportedly watching closely. They never imagined needing to ask questions about surrogacy and royal legitimacy, but now they may have no choice. Can the children retain their royal titles if protocol wasn't followed? Can they stay in the line of succession if documents were falsified? These are the kinds of questions that legal scholars and royal advisors are now quietly discussing. There's no formal investigation yet, but sources say a quiet review is already underway. If it turns out Harry and Meghan knowingly violated royal traditions or covered something up, the consequences could be historic, including the loss of titles or a complete separation from royal privileges. What's equally telling is how fast Hollywood has turned. Celebrities who once supported Meghan are now silent. Podcasts have deleted old episodes praising her. The fairy tale image is fading fast. For a couple that built their brand on honesty and independence, this moment is devastating. If the public believes they lied about something this big, it's hard to imagine them coming back from it. That's all for the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Bye!